I will never quit Zen. I will never quit Zen. Gosh, it feels good to say that. Every single morning, my wife wakes up and she kisses me right on the forehead and says, "I love you, babe." And I smile. I give her a nice warm smile and I roll over and I reach for the top of my nightstand drawer and I open that up and I grab a 6 milligram Zen Chill and I throw it in my mouth and I turn back over and I say, "I love you too, babe. I love you too." I will never quit Zen. Some days I like to wake up early in the morning or go to bed early, but every single time I know when I go to bed early that night, I'm gonna have to quit on that nighttime Zen just before I throw in my sleep Zen. And then start my day earlier in the morning for a morning Zen. And I just think to myself, I'm not ready to quit on that nighttime Zen. I'm not ready to quit on that bedtime Zen. You know, some people they say, I'm gonna go on a diet. I'm gonna cut back. I say, yeah, sometimes I think about the same thing. Sometimes I think about cutting out food or I think about cutting out water just so I can get to a few more Zens in the day. A lot of people are like, man, I don't have time to do things like we used to. Things are just so fast. And I think, man, I wish I had 24, 25 hours more of the day. Give me an extra hour, just so I can pop in 4, 5, 6 more Zens. Feeling of Zen, just waking up in the morning, right before you pop in your coffee in your mouth and you get to pop in a Zen just so you can enhance the flavor of that coffee. There's a lot of mean people in the world, that say the Cowboys will never win the Super Bowl again. And maybe they're right, but I look at them straight in the eyes when they say that to me and I say, the funny thing for you is you don't know that I have 3 Super Bowls in my mouth right now and I got 12 more waiting for me in that can. So you don't know that this is my Super Bowl. I will never quit Zen. The other day I get home from work and my wife's sitting there in the living room. All these beautiful little wet, sticky cotton swabs laying all over the counter of the kitchen and living room, dining room table. She's got her head in her hands and she's crying. And she looks at me and she says, I think maybe her dog died or something. Says, "When are you going to stop? When are you going to let it go? When are you going to quit?" And I look at her right in the eyes, clear as day. My mind had never been more clear. And I said, "Babe, as sure as the Y between the Z and the N on this can, if there is a day that doesn't end in Y, then I'll quit. I will never quit Zen." At that point, I knew I will never quit Zen. One of my biggest frustrations is when I go to the bank, they don't just have the option for a single can or a log of Zen for a withdrawal. That's really all I need. Keep it simple, 7 or 25. Decades ago, I met this girl, a beautiful girl. She had a face like Natalie Portman and a body like Selma Hayek and a personality like Bridget Jones. And gosh, we were so happy. We did everything together. I thought, this is the one. This is true love. And sure as all get out, that was not love because Zen is love. Zen is love. I will never quit Zen.